I just killed the old hen my best friend gave me, but found that it was my daughter who died. What's more bizarre is that the surveillance footage showed that I killed my daughter. I was arrested by the police for murder and sent to a mental hospital. I don't understand why the chicken turned out to be my daughter. I couldn't accept the truth. I chose to jump off a building to atone for my daughter. Perhaps God gave me a chance to find out the truth. God gave me a second chance on the day my daughter was killed. Looking at the old hen sent by my best friend in the previous life, it was because of this chicken my daughter died. To change my daughter's tragic fate, I asked my best friend to take it back for not killing. But my husband accused my daughter of a car accident. As a mother, would I not even kill a chicken for my daughter? Even my daughter asked for chicken soup. Thinking that my daughter and I had a bad relationship during her rebellion, she took the initiative to ask for the chicken soup I made. Of course, I made it for her before I could react. My best friend couldn't wait to push me to the kitchen. In the last life, the surveillance captured me killing my daughter. But I just killed an old hen. How could it become killing my daughter? How could I not recognize my own child? But just in case, I decided not to directly cut off the chicken's head. This chicken really had something to do with my daughter, so I gently cut the chicken legs. Lingaling. What happened to you? Lingaling, let me see. It hurts so much. There's no wound on the leg. Then why did Linlin scream when I cut the chicken? Linlin screamed? Linlin, what's going on? Why did you scream just now? I accidentally touched my left leg, so I couldn't help screaming. Hearing her daughter's answer, I thought I might have overthought it. Don't let the children be hungry. This old hen is tough. Remember to stab it several times. Just then, my husband ran out of the kitchen and told me that the chicken is gone. Thinking the chicken had a problem and was gone, which was what I wanted. But when I looked back again, I found that my daughter had disappeared out of thin air. Have you seen Lingaling? She was just here. How could she just disappear? Lingaling was just sitting here. How could she disappear out of thin air? The chicken is gone, and my daughter disappeared as well. What's going on? I searched the whole hospital, but I couldn't find my daughter. My daughter's leg was injured, so she couldn't have run far. I blamed my best friend for everything in a hurry. If it weren't for the chicken she gave, my daughter wouldn't have disappeared out of thin air. Is there something wrong with this chicken? My husband suddenly came over and told me the chicken was found. I looked upstairs at the ward again. I found my daughter was well in the ward. Mom. Linlin, where did you go just now? I've been here all the time. Linlin never left the ward, but you suddenly ran out like a madman and shouted his name, which scared Linlin. But I didn't believe what my husband said, because I saw my daughter disappear out of thin air. Thinking of the last life, it was because of this chicken I became a murderer. So I used the excuse of being afraid to kill. I asked my husband to kill the chicken for me. Okay, to accompany Linlin. I'll go to the street. He agreed so readily. Honey, remember to chop off the chicken's feet first, and don't let it run away. Got it. After watching them walk away, I picked up my phone and called a private detective. Then I went back to the ward. I asked my daughter again, where she had just been. I wanted to play hide and seek with you. I didn't expect to make you so worried. But what surprised me was that there was no place to hide in this room. I couldn't help suspecting that my daughter was lying. At this time, my husband was preparing to kill the chickens. Linlin, do you have leg pain? You're squeezing me so hard. Linlin, is your leg really okay? It seems that the chicken has nothing to do with Linlin. Kinjin has already killed the chicken. Linlin is still safe and this sound. Time, my daughter will not die. And I won't be wronged as a murderer. A few minutes later, my husband brought the killed chicken and asked me to make chicken soup quickly. He went to the front desk to get my daughter's test results. Who have lived again. I must not make any mistakes. I locked the door from the inside. As long as no one comes in, my daughter wouldn't die. Then I went to the kitchen. I stewed the old hen my best friend gave me, seeing no one else at my daughter's bedside. I was also temporarily relieved, but when I finished the chicken soup, I was about to wake up my sleeping daughter to drink soup. I found that she had no response. Yes, my daughter died again. Linlin, my husband and best friend rushed in from outside. Seeing her daughter's tragic death, my husband slapped me. After all, when he left, only I and my daughter were in the ward. My husband and my best friend, just like in the previous life, without any explanation. You thought I was the murderer. Bastard. Why did you kill Linlin? Could it be related to them? Sulan, Linlin is your own daughter. How could you do that? If they were behind this, how did they do it, old hen? Linlin, what means did they use to make it look seamless? To make it look seamless, the husband took out the hospital monitoring, which clearly shows that it was indeed me who killed my daughter with a knife. The police arrived at the crime scene quickly. After investigation, the daughter died within an hour. And within this hour, only me and my daughter were in the ward. All signs proved that I killed my daughter. And my sixth sense told me the person in the surveillance was not my daughter. To find out the truth, I asked for an autopsy on my daughter. You still dare to quibble. Song Lan, you are worse than an animal. Song Lan, you really killed Lingling. Look at your hands. We'll confirm the identity of the body and the residual flesh and tissue in your fingers for DNA identification. The DNA test report is out. It seems that I guessed it right. These things are indeed related to them. As long as the DNA test report comes out, will be revealed. The DNA report of the deceased has the identity of the deceased is Kin Linlin. The tissue residue in Song Lan's fingers also matched the DNA of the deceased completely. The deceased is really Linlin. I couldn't believe my daughter was really dead. At this time, the murder weapon that killed my daughter also fell from the refrigerator. The blood on the kitchen knife matched the blood on my hands completely. There was both witnesses and evidence. I was identified by the police as the murderer of my daughter. But how could I, in such a short time, murdered and dismembered my daughter? It must be designed by my husband and best friend. It's you. What are you crazy about? That's your daughter too. Kim Jin, you bastard. Let me go. Seeing the guilty looks of my husband and best friend, I was more certain that my daughter's death had something to do with them. No, there's one more thing. There must be some details that I overlooked. So I started to scan the entire ward. There are central air conditioners above. There was no place to hide. Suddenly, I remembered the chicken my best friend gave me. After my daughter just disappeared and came back, the red rope was on my daughter's hand. My husband also insisted that I was the murderer. At this time, the private detective sent me 3 messages. All kinds of clues finally led me to the truth of my daughter's tragic death. The truth is here.